Hey everyone, I am back with week 4, prepping 5 low carb dinners in an hour on a budget, and we're using my the actual camera instead of my phone. So we'll see how this works. It's really hard for me to see what you see because you're so far away. So I don't know. We're just gonna. It's life, and you learn from your mistakes. So hopefully this isn't one, but we'll see. Okay, so this week I am doing cheesy chicken and mushrooms with roasted broccoli. And I have a son that doesn't really like mushrooms, and so the mushrooms are going to be, they're just sliced. They're not tiny where he can't see them, so he'll just pick them out and not eat them. Low carb Mexican chicken breast with Mexican roasted zucchini. I have yet to have this Mexican roasted zucchini, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. If it's not, I'll find an alternative recipe for y'all. And you put some sort of cheese on top. I'm sorry, I never even bought this cheese before. So I'm going to utilize it, and we're going to put it on the chicken breast, the zucchini, and then another recipe. So we're going to make sure it gets used. Low carb Italian casserole with salad. Dirty rice with salad. I think the dirty rice, we might have enough. The dirty rice might be enough for the family, but if not, the salad's going to be just for an extra side to make sure everybody gets full. And then fish taco bowls, and that's where we'll also add the that cheese. And my budget for the week. Where is my total? It was like $50. Where in the world did I put my total? I did really good this week. I have a total somewhere, but it must not be where I thought it was. I must have another piece of paper. I have too many pieces of paper. Okay, so I will include it obviously with when I take the PDF of this. I thought that, so I did my Aldi order with Instacart, and I did not put mushrooms on there, and so then I was going to have to change the recipe. So then I started altering my budget and like scratching out the heavy cream that we won't need, the 2 tablespoons for the mushroom recipe, but then I still haven't cooked. I was supposed to do this on Super Bowl Sunday, and it's not, and that has now passed. So I had time to go to the store to get mushrooms. Okay, so my total is less than, it was like it's right at 50, 40 something, $49, $48. So I did really good. I feel with trying to make the budget recipes, and I put in $4 for a pound of hamburger meat, and then I bought chicken breast this week as well. And we're doing the tilapia for the fish. Now, it is Tuesday, so yesterday, in the afternoon, my husband came through with his load, and so I went with him instead of cooking yesterday. So my 2 pounds of hamburger meat that I had, we had chili last night, and so my brother gave me some deer, some venison. So I really did have hamburger meat, but we ate it, so now we're gonna have the deer for my brother. Okay, I'm gonna get started. This is just, I feel like I'm starting all over again, that you're so far away, I can't see what you see. Oh wait, I didn't tell you my order. I feel like it's been way too long since I've done this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have the 2 hamburger recipes. So I'm gonna start with those so they can cool down and I can put them in containers. And then we are going to have the fish taco bowls tonight, and but I'm not going to go ahead and cook the fish. The fish is going to be cooked on this. Well, we're going to do the fish because fish are really fast to cook, and I'm gonna make an avocado cream to pour on top of the cabbage coleslaw mix that we're mixing up. So I'm gonna do the Italian casserole and the dirty rice. I'm gonna cut up the onions, get the skillets going, and then once those are done, okay, I'm changing my plan. I'm going to do the cheesy chicken and mushrooms first because I'm gonna sear the chicken and then put it in a dish and then cook the onions and mushrooms. So I want to be able to use the skillets and let them cool in the skillet because I don't want to put them in the plastic hot. So I'm going to do the cheesy chicken mushrooms in one of the hamburger recipes. And my other chicken breast recipe, the chicken just gets laid in the pan after it's seasoned. And then we'll do the fish taco bowl last. And that's how I think it'll work out. I don't know where in the world I put. I feel like I do good one week with something and then the next week, like I don't have a clue. I know I wrote down my total and I have no idea where it is. Okay, so I think my rambling is reduced, but okay. I'm gonna get started and start with the chicken and the dirty rice first. Oh, I don't have a bell pepper out, so I need to get my bell pepper. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get things going. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour. Starting now.
I actually thought I was gonna cook, like I said, Sunday, and I had my celery tore up. Had my bell pepper out. Okay, so I need to season the chicken. Well, I noticed the timer thing of the camp. I was talking to them. It stopped recording, so I don't know when it stopped recording, but I just finished doing the celery and the bell pepper for the dirty rice, and I have the skillet ready. I'm going to slice. Landon, stop for now. Slice up the onion and then put the onion and the mushroom in the same skillet that the chicken breasts were in. And that's what I'm doing now. Okay, maybe you can see it now. This is 3 chicken breasts, seasoned and seared on both sides with the mushroom and onions on top. We'll bake it. We're gonna eat it, and then about 10 minutes before it's done, I'll top it with the cheese. Keto dirty rice, well, not keto dirty rice, it's low carb dirty rice. Probably keto, but I don't label my stuff as keto because I'm not doing all the macros. Okay. Okay, it smells funny. All right, so I did the hamburger meat with onions, garlic, bell pepper, celery, and the cauliflower rice. I I definitely was gonna need a salad. In my head, I think in my mind, I was using two packages of the cauli rice, which would probably be way too much. So this is done, and then the day we eat it, we'll just heat it through and top it with green onions and eat it with the salad. I was planning on baking the Mexican chicken breast in a bigger pan, but I think it's gonna be overkill, so I'm gonna just use this instead. It's just a little pie plate thing, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna be working on the Mexican chicken breast and the Italian casserole at the same time. Okay, so hamburger meat, cauli rice, onion, garlic, and a little bit of seasonings are going in the skillet now. I've got the chicken breast here that I just seasoned a little bit, and then I took a block of cream cheese, a little bit more seasoning, and the rotel and green chilies. Mix it together. Technically, I was supposed to put cheese in this part, but I think we're out of cheese. I guess we've been eating a lot more cheese than I knew. So anyway, so cheese will go on top instead of in this. I'm just gonna spread this on top of the chicken, and then it's ready to bake on cooking day. I'm going to suggest that you go ahead and taste the Italian casserole dish now, and not just to make sure it has enough of all the seasonings, because if you, depending on your marinara sauce and whatever sauce that you use, it can have more flavor or less flavor. So I'm going to taste it and adjust. Okay, so this is the Italian casserole, and then we'll bake it, and then before it's done, we'll top it with cheese, because I just don't like the dishes with cheese on them. in the fridge. And this is also with a salad. Now I'm gonna get started on the fish taco bowls. Very creative name I came up with there. Okay, I think that the camera just stopped whenever I was peeling this onion. I just got started on the fish tacos. The stove is hot. I am about to add some oil to it, and then the onion, and then I'm gonna add coleslaw to it, and coleslaw mix, and start cooking that, and then add, I don't know if you can hear me, and then add black beans. Okay, Alexa just went off, so my time is up. Everything is done. The cabbage for the taco bowls definitely took a little bit longer to cook than I thought, but I made it in time. Everything is done. I just need to wrap these up and get them in the fridge, and that's it. I hope this is helpful. I don't say it all the time, but I know it helps me without a doubt, because then I know I have food at the house. And I'm sure this makes complete sense. You probably already thought about this, but I also try to make sure that, like if I go with my husband, sometimes we don't get back till 7 or 8 o'clock at night, you know, depending on the run. And that would be a night for probably the casserole, where all they have to do is throw it in the oven, add cheese at the end, and make up a salad. So I try to look at my busy days and make sure I have either crock pot, or I don't even have a crock pot meal this week. But I try to make sure that I don't have anything that's time consuming whenever I have a very busy day. And not that any of this stuff is time consuming, but definitely the fish tacos are gonna take time, because you have to season and you cook the fish. Fish cooks fast, but it still takes, I guess that's not that long. Whatever, okay. I feel like, I don't know how this camera's gonna work, because my son had to come in and start it 3 times, I think. And it's different, and I don't know if this angle's gonna work. I don't know if this is, I don't know. And I'm hoping that every time it stopped, it didn't delete what it was recording, which doesn't make sense, but I'm also not the very techie person, if you can't tell. But I do hope this is helpful, and if you have any thoughts about any of this, or think there's something else would be even more helpful, just let me know, because I definitely want to try to just give as much as I can without taking away all of my time, but trying to help families, moms, really, that if you can take an hour, you can prep 5 meals, and it'll make eating healthy and staying on plan so much easier. And that's really why I do this. I wouldn't record all of this if it was just for me, and I'm not even sure the videos are helpful, but at least I can show you that I actually did. You can complete this in an hour, and I don't know if you can tell, but my kitchen is almost totally clean this time. A couple of times I have had such huge messes. I make my boys come and share the work and clean it up, but this time this was very clean, very organized, and I've only got probably just a few more minutes of stuff in here, and I'm done. And then hopefully these fish taco bowls will be delicious. I'm starting to worry after tasting the base, the cabbage part, but I added a whole lot more seasoning, so hopefully, because I think that seasoning, I want everything to have flavor and seasoning. I forgot, I'm supposed to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in there, so I need to do that real quick. But we'll see tonight how this tastes. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, related?